I told my boss, sir. I believe he might have mentioned the name to Stephen up from the DNC. No, he did not. He told me to proceed and to inquire as to why Tommy Egan would have killed James St. Patrick with his estranged wife. No. But when I saw Mr. Sachs showed up and had an arrest warrant, I knew both you and I had been set up, Mr. McLean. It was a jurisdictional grab all along. If this was a legitimate charge against our client, they could have let us prove the murder charge and then proceeded with any predicate crime already proven in state court. But Mr. Sachs pressured me to offer a deal, only to blow it up and take the defendant right out from under him.
Thank you, Miss Sullivan. Mr. Sachs, do you want to cross-examine? No. You want to explain? More than odd, sir. Especially the part about you foisting a deal just to break it wide open.
Kane.
Yes, and I'm associate Tommy Egan.
I just sent the stream to the page. I'm gonna play rants.
Yes.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. This will make it into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Throwing now is Brady. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. run with Hunt. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Back to Smith-Schuster, this time complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they can. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kerryon Johnson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Bears 0. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
It's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. handoff. This is Mostert. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Let's go, goddammit.
Good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first
Let's
quarter.
go,
And we're
goddammit.
tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored.
Fuck the bullshit.
7-7
You
here
got
as
to
the
play me,
kicks
buddy.
away.
That run shit ain't gonna keep going.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the
Once I stop your ass,
25
it's
as
a wrap.
he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
I promise you I get one stop as a rep. I promise.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense.
No, sir.
Great job there at the point of attack.
Let's go, Rams.
They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running from the gun, Johnson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
5-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Brady to throw. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. These two teams all tied.
Ain't no way you should be fucking 6-0. I'm on your ass, man.
So negative yardage, loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Shotgun now for Brady.
Told you I'm on your ass. Told you I'm on your ass. Told you I'm on your ass, boy. Told you I'm on your ass. I told you. I told you. I told you, boy.
A rare pick 6 thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick 6s in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round a season ago. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bears 14, Rams 7. Rigoberto Sanchez.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go?
Well, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Tackle made at the 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, Mostert. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Jackson looking to throw on third. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Devon Kennard gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Brady. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a game.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Brady now to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. His first catch good for 8 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Brady. Screenplay, Johnson. 7 yards there on the 1st down screenplay.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 25-yard line. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. His throw caught on the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a set. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Bears 17. Rams.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking deep for Gabriel. And got his man complete.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
Chicago. Taylor Gabriel in the final seconds of the the first half. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the...
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a one-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does? Besides boost their confidence, it doesn't change your game plan any. See, if they're down bigger going into the half, you may have to revise what you plan to do in the second. But now in this spot, within one score in striking distance, you go ahead and keep playing and do what you've worked on all week long.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10.
Their own 39-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Brady. They'll go screen here to Hunt. covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
A first down carry here for Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Brady. That's to his running back. Carry on Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
On the tackle.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down, here's Brady. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Intercepted the third time. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And Ardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. Once again, it's Mostert. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From the gun, it's Jackson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Not good at all. Punt him just 24 yards there. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he completes it to Hunt. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down now. It's Hunt. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. Boswell for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Rams 35, Bears 31. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They hand it off to Mostert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The wide receiver.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's got room. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Chicago. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Brett Maher.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me that he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack by Terrell Suggs. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw is Brady. It's pulled in by Shepard. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Brady to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw, Brady. It's throw incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Now Brady. Got a man, it's Amendola. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He's back to throw. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Brady's pass. Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Bears, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Panda. Boy, I seen that thing on what you said on. That's what's up, Corey. When I seen that, what's the name, boy, I was like, oh shit. Picked them right off, bro. And if I had made that trade with you, ain't no way in hell would have been that close. Ain't no way J.J. Watt would have been letting him hit that edge like that, man. You know. I think Mostert just got an upgrade. They told me 200 yards or 4 touchdowns. I think he just got an upgrade. They better not play me either. That was a good ass game, man. He get mad respect for me. That was a good game. He was trying. Now no one time out. I couldn't let him. He was trying. That's why he was trying to hit the baseline with that play. You see it? Mostert, you better got your upgrade. Don't play me. You know why I love playing football? Because you only get respect when you're earning. Coach, I say I earned it today. Ooh, they gave him an X factor, bro. Craig, they gave him an X factor. You hear me? Yeah. Damn, that's what I'm talking about. 5,000 XP for your receivers. Huh? That's gonna be a good game. What week we in? We in week what? 6? Yeah, 6. Damn, Hunt. All right, Mike, you in the chat? Mike in the chat? What Mike at? Oh, there's Mike in here. Yeah, yeah, I think you just. Let me see. No, I see you had sent. I see you sent. Yeah. Hey, Mike, you beat the Bengals in smoke. Yeah, I seen it. He trash on. Play his ass. Boy, when you beat a motherfucker, you beat the shit out of a motherfucker, boy. The Lakers? Yeah. I told you, nuggets, fries, lies, pies, Lakers and fire.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd. And through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October.
I swear, when this game is acting an ass on your way, when it's going against you, it don't seem like it'll never let up, man.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
No. Okay.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Man. J.J. Watt, you serious, man? He got hurt already, man. Fucking bomb. Can't believe this dude, man. Oh, goodness, man.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Bengal first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. To the air again, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy